Once you cross over that age of 65, your health priorities shift from building the reserves to building independence. You want to have health you become independently healthy. And at this stage, preventing falls and maintaining mobility and keeping your mind sharp. And those things need to take center stage. This is also when chronic disease like heart disease and diabetes and dementia, that's when they start brewing. And you know what? You don't have to have that. They'll show themselves if you just neglect your body and don't live a blue zone lifestyle. And functional and lifestyle medicine, it really focuses on helping people to prevent these signs of early aging and getting into early intervention rather than waiting for the crisis to happen. In the blue zones, people have a deep sense of purpose. Purpose in life is key. You've got to have goals and you have to have direction and something to look forward to. You know, in Okinawa, they call it ikigai. That means the reason for being. Purpose reduces stress, improves your emotional resilience, my friend, and gives you a reason to get out of bed every single morning. You're going to jump out of bed with vigor and just excitement if you have a purpose. You have something to look forward to. In fact, having a strong sense of purpose is linked to lower risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, anxiety, and all the things in older adults. Now, purpose and longevity has been studied, as I said, many studies. And in 2014, in the Psychological Science Journal, they followed more than 6,000 adults for over 14 years. And they found that individuals with a strong sense of purpose had a 15% lower risk from death from all causes, regardless of age, gender, or retirement, and the status that they held in life. Now, I don't want you to overlook the fact that having a community of people is vital. That's one of the key principles of the Blue Zone secret, is a community, a very, very strong knit community of people that are like-minded, you know, family and friends who are supporting each other to eat healthy foods, to live a healthy, active lifestyle. So what I want to encourage you is to get active in a community. And I have formed a very special community of like-minded people, just like you, who want good health. And it's called the Gut 911 Prescription Community. You know, nutrition for healthy aging is very important, especially at this stage in your life. Inflammation controls your overall metabolism, and it becomes the cornerstone of disease prevention. If you reduce inflammation, you're going to prevent disease. And diets emphasizing anti-inflammatory foods like wild-caught fish that are high in the omega-3 fats, and getting things like flaxseed oil and chia seeds and other seeds and nuts that has these healthy oils, and eating berries like blueberries and raspberries and blackberries and even strawberries, and then eating lots of fresh vegetables, especially the dark leafy greens like romaine lettuce and spring greens, and eating broccoli and those type of things, getting extra virgin olive oil and eating nuts and seeds and beans and legumes. These type of foods, it literally mirrors the eating patterns of the 5 blue zone regions that I've been talking about. You know, in Sardinia, Italy, that's one of the blue zones, the elderly population who regularly enjoyed minestrone soup, one of my favorites. It's made with beans and vegetables and olive oil and herbs. It's a simple anti-inflammatory powerhouse. A landmark study back in 2013 that they found in the New England Journal of Medicine that the Mediterranean diet, when you supplemented it with extra virgin olive oil and raw nuts and seeds and beans and legumes and lots of fresh fruits and vegetables, it reduced the risk for major cardiovascular events by over 30% compared to the low-fat diet. You know, back in 2018, there was a study done in the Journal of Gerontology, and what they found is that older adults who engage in mental stimulating activities for at least 15 hours per week, they had significantly better memory and performance of mental and cognitive skills. Brain's ability to adapt and compensate for age-related changes is dramatic. Now, nutrition into your 70s and beyond, as appetite often declines with age for a lot of people. And every bite counts because the nutrients that you need to get need to be dense nutrients. And if you're eating and living the lifestyle I'm talking about, you're going to have a much better appetite. And if you eat things like soups and stews and smoothies, you're going to get nutrient-dense foods that are going to be easier to absorb. So if you've neglected your health and you want to rebound and you want to regenerate your health, then eat the things that I'm talking about, because you're going to get better absorption from the soups and the stews and the smoothies and the energy drinks and fermented foods. And, these things are going to make a huge difference in getting healthy fats from things like flaxseed oil and omega-3 fats. And getting micronutrients are going to be a huge factor